Hi everyone. Lately I've been asked to talk about Kenya Airways, the national carrier, and the relationship that it has with the Kenya government. Let's try and debunk some of the myths around these two institutions in 5 points to consider. Point number 1, Kenya Airways is a private company. But as with all private companies, it has shareholders. The government of Kenya is the biggest shareholder at 48.9%. It is closely followed by a group of banks called KQ Lenders Company, 38.1%, then KLM, the airline, with 7.8%. Then a number of shareholders who bought through the stock exchange, and Kenya Airways employees together holding 5.2%. Point number 2, Kenya Airways operates a mix of finance leases and operating leases. Finance leases are like mortgages that one takes for a house. When the mortgage is paid up, the house belongs to the person. On the other hand, operating leases are like rentals. One pays a monthly premium or perhaps an annual premium for that house, and when the lease is up, the ownership reverts to whoever put up the house in the first place. So it is with Kenya Airways that the planes it has on finance lease will eventually belong to it, and those that it has on operating leases will return to the lessors at the end of the day. Point number 3, Kenya Airways does not run its leases, with individuals or with family or politically connected families. Kenya Airways leases are through internationally reputable companies. These companies are domiciled in Ireland for tax purposes, and they have relationships with not only Kenya Airways, but multiple other airlines across the world. Point number 4, the government of Kenya involves itself with Kenya Airways because the airline is a strategic national asset. It catalyzes an entire aviation ecosystem that contributes close to 6% of GDP to Kenya's economy. Further, any lending that is done to Kenya Airways by the Kenya government is not a grant, it is a loan that is repaid with interest. Point number 5, delays experienced by Kenya Airways are not unique to the national carrier. These delays are global. They are as a result of supply chain constraints. Virtually every airline in the world is affected. In fact, recently, the Dutch national carrier, KLM, had to ground 7 of its Dreamliner planes on account of supply chain constraints. Safety is always at the forefront of any of these decisions. So when you see Kenya Airways planes delayed, know that it's safety that is behind these decisions. My name is Leonard Kafafa. I'm a public policy analyst, and I'm also an aviation commentator. See you next time again for another 5 points to consider.